As we enter 2024, this means we are on the brink of getting some of the most anticipated albums in modern music, so today, we are going to be looking at 5 albums that are about to change the future of hip-hop as we very know it. Now, after a year in rap music that, while it had its highs, had some pretty frustrating lows, a lot of people are panicking, saying that hip-hop is dead and rap is only going down from here, but this is not the truth. Now, while I'm sure we are gonna get some bad albums this year as we always do, 2024 is gearing up to be a massive year in hip-hop with some of the most important and long-awaited albums rap will see this entire decade finally expected to drop. Now, while there are a ton of albums that have the potential to change hip-hop this year, today we are gonna be looking at the 5 that I'm sure once they release, the game will never be the same. So if you're ready to look at some albums that could become future classics and define our generation greater than anything else, with all this out of the way, let's waste no time, and without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, when it comes to the most anticipated albums in music right now, it seems like there's nothing people are talking about more than Kanye West and Ty Dolla Sign's collab record Vultures, and with the rollout that the album has already had to this point, rightfully so. Now, on top of being Kanye West's first album since one of the most tumultuous periods of his entire career, which really says a lot, Vultures sounds like it has the potential to be great from what we have heard so far, with a soundscape and feature list that make this project not just an album, but a one-of-one musical experience. Kanye and Ty Dolla Sign's chemistry is so natural as the two play off one another masterfully, and with features from Playboi Carti, Freddie Gibbs, Northwest, and so many others. This album has the chance to bring Kanye into the limelight in ways that will certainly add a lot more excitement to the rap world because of all the implications this will have. Vultures will certainly leave a mark on hip-hop history if it can actually drop when it's supposed to on January 12th, which when it comes to this album, this is the only thing that's really holding it back. Please, Kanye, you have pushed this album back enough. Please drop Vultures in early 2024. Now, also expected to release in January of this year, we have Playboi Carti and his album Music, and after the success and influence of his 2020 record Whole Lotta Red, which has only gotten bigger and bigger every year following its release, Music is an album that people aren't just hyped for, but one that many believe will pave new avenues forward for rap music as a whole. Now, with Playboi Carti, while some people love him and others hate him, no matter what side you stand on, you cannot deny that in an era of copycats and frauds, he has been undeniably original, and it's this hard-found authenticity and authorship over his work that has speculated many to think that Music will be one of the defining albums of the decade. The singles we have already heard, like the Kanye-produced 2024 and Different Day, only raised expectations as they sound like nothing else we have heard, and with Playboi Carti showing evolution and progression as a vocalist, rapper, and tastemaker in these moments, we are at one of the most exciting points we can be at for any artist across all mediums, which is, of course, the point where we have absolutely no idea what they're about to do next. So with the trust Carti has built with his fans, along with the level of mastery he has displayed on his recent singles, Music is gearing up to have all the makings of an album that could truly shift the culture. Now, when it comes to rappers for whose next album we have absolutely no idea just what direction they're gonna take us in, right next to Carti, we have Tyler the Creator with his upcoming album that is expected to drop in 2024, and while we don't 100% know the name of this record, many have suspected it to be Akoma, which is of course Tyler's own last name. Now, while we don't know what direction Tyler is going to take things in sonically on this record, what we do know is what he is not going to do, as he laid all of this out pretty clear for us on his 2023 record, The Estates. Now, on this record and in 2023 as a whole, Tyler the Creator made two things very clear. The first thing was that this year would mark the end of him releasing full-fledged studio albums every 2 years, as after over a decade, all Tyler gave us was a B-side collection of Call Me If You Get Lost tracks, and while this can sound disappointing, what Tyler showed us here is that we may just be on the verge of witnessing his most exciting chapter yet. Now, whether you realize it or not, the rollout for Tyler's next album has already subtly began with the concluding track of The Estate Sale, Sorry Not Sorry, which alongside its coinciding music video, didn't just end the Call Me If You Get Lost era of Tyler's career, but served as the finale and death to every single personality, ego, and trait we have associated with Tyler to this point. While this is hinted at throughout the lyrics of the track, the music video spells it out for us as we see a version of Tyler the Creator murder his Call Me If You Get Lost personality Tyler Baudelaire, and looking at this version of Tyler, which has no flashy clothes on or wacky accessories, it's pretty clear clear that the person we are looking at is no longer Tyler the Creator, but is the true man behind all of the masks, Tyler Akoma. So with the visual imagery and end of one of the most consistent release schedules in the music business, it's clear that Tyler the Creator's upcoming album is going to mark a new chapter in his career, and considering his recent track record with monumental releases like the award-winning Igor and Call Me If You Get Lost, no matter what exact direction Tyler goes in and what sound he tries to explore, I don't think there is a soul in the world that is doubting that what he does won't be anything less than spectacular. So for Tyler the Creator being on the brink of destroying and redefining just how creative and out of the box a rapper can be, there are not many upcoming albums that have anywhere near as much potential as his. Now, when it comes to sparking a true musical revolution in hip-hop, this next album I believe has the chance to change everything as we know it, with JID and Metro Boomin's upcoming collab album. And while a lot of people are hyped for JID's next solo album Forever and a Day and Metro Boomin and Future's upcoming collab record More, I believe this is the record with the highest ceiling, as it can change hip-hop, and here is why. Now, for over a decade at this point, lyrical rap and trap music have been divided from one another with only few exceptions, and after so much division and tension fueled from generational differences, the collab album JID and Metro Boomin are going to release this year has the potential to bring hip-hop together in ways that it hasn't been in ages. With a rapper as gifted and sharp as JID rapping over the cinematic and larger-than-life instrumentals that are from the hands of Metro Boomin, on top of this type of combination being never seen in this capacity in the era we're living in, it has the ability to birth a style that has not been explored. And if this album is a success, what's stopping this movement from becoming the very solution to the void that so many hip-hop fans are begging to be filled? With Metro Boomin being the biggest producer in hip-hop right now, while JID continues to grow and get closer and closer to superstardom each day, this album can truly break barriers, unifying hip-hop and catapulting JID into new stratospheres, which ultimately is the biggest win hip-hop can get. So for Metro Boomin and JID having the ability to birth a new golden age for hip-hop and give us something that the culture is in dire need of, at the end of it all, we may look back at this record as one of the most important not just of this year, but of the entire decade. Now, while JID has the potential to change hip-hop's future, his mentor J. Cole ultimately has the power to define this year with a mark greater than anybody else can with his long-awaited album, The Fall Off. Now, with J. Cole, since the late 2010s, all roads have been leading to this soul album, and with every verse he has written since then, he has only further raised expectations for this record as he has gotten sharper as a lyricist and more poignant as an artist. Now, while there is a chance J. Cole releases another project this year with the long-rumored It's a Boy, which could come out as soon as January 28th, which is Cole's birthday, after teasing The Fall Off and its looming arrival on multiple features in 2023, it seems like it is finally time for J. Cole to release the album that his entire catalog has been building to. Now, very similar to Tyler the Creator, to try to predict what J. Cole will do on this album would really be a disservice to his creativity, but considering the years of planning along with the skill level the Dream of a Leader has shown he's at with his most recent feature run, I'd say it's pretty safe to bet on that no matter what J. Cole is gonna leave us with, our jaws are gonna be dropped to the floor as he delivers the defining statement of his career. So overall, for The Fall Off's sheer presence serving as a sort of doomsday clock in hip-hop, being the album that we have all been waiting for, yet also marking the moment that can change one of the most important rappers of this generation's entire trajectory and status, as this could very well be his last album for a very long time. There is not any other project right now that has more genre-defining consequences than this. So there you have it. There are the 5 albums that I believe will change the course of hip-hop this year, and let me know, what album are you most excited for? And if I didn't cover it in this video, please let me know more about it in the comments below. Now, we are going to be covering everything about these albums, the hip-hop world, and more all 2024, so be sure to subscribe and stick around for more content. It is free to do, and it's going to make your life a lot better. Thank you for watching. Your support means everything. Mr. F, Fantastic Hip Hop, signing out. Catch you in the next video.